What is To Kill a Mockingbird about? It is about racism and justice in America. What is alliteration? It is the repetition of the same sound at the start of words. Example: Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What is personification? It is giving human qualities to non-human things. Example: the wind whispered. What is hyperbole? It is an extreme exaggerations. Example: I have told you a million times. What is onomatopoeia? It is a word that sounds like its meaning. Example: buzz, bang, splash. What is an oxymoron? It is a phrase with opposite words. Example: bitter sweets, living dead. What is the Renaissance in English literature? The Renaissance was a period of revival in art and literature, focusing on humanism and classical learning. What are the characteristics of neoclassicism? Neoclassicism focused on order, reason, and balance, following classical Greek and Roman styles. What is Romanticism? Romanticism focused on emotion, nature, imagination, and individual freedom. Who are the major Romantic poets? William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, John Keats, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and Lord Byron. What is Victorian literature? Victorian literature focused on morality, industrialization, and social issues. What are the main features of modernism? Modernism rejected traditional forms and focused on fragmentation, stream of consciousness, and individual experience. Who are major modernist writers? T.S. Eliot, James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, Ezra Pound, and William Faulkner. What is postmodernism? Postmodernism is a literary movement that challenges truth, reality, and traditional storytelling methods. What is metaphysical poetry? It is poetry that uses complex imagery, wit, and deep philosophical themes, mainly in the 17th century. Who are the metaphysical poets? John Donne, Andrew Marvell, George Herbert, and Henry Vaughan. What is the theme of Wordsworth Tintern Abbey? Nature, memory, and spiritual growth. What is the rhyme of the ancient maiden about? A sailor who is cast after killing an albatross. What is the main theme of John Keats' odes? Beauty, transience, and nature. What is the theme of The Wasteland by T.S. Eliot? Spiritual decay and the search for meaning in a modern world. What are the features of Shakespearean tragedy? Tragic hero, fatal flaws, supernatural elements, and catharsis. What is the tragic flaw in Hamlet? Indecision. What is the theme of Macbeth? Ambition, fate, and power. What is the role of the fool in King Lear? The fool provides wisdom and truth through humor. What is the central theme of Dr. Faustus? The consequences of ambition and desire for power. What is the significance of the chorus in Greek tragedy? It provides background information, comments on the actions, and guides the audience's emotions. What is the theme of Pride and Prejudice? Love, marriage, and social class. What is Jane Eyre about? A young woman's journey to independence and self respect. What is the theme of Great Expectations? Social class, ambition, and personal growth. Who wrote Heart of Darkness? Heart of Darkness wrote Joseph Conrad. What is Heart of Darkness about? The effects of colonialism and human corruption. What is the main idea of Lord of the Flies? The main idea of Lord of Flies is civilization versus savagery. What is To the Lighthouse about? To the Lighthouse about memory, time, and the meaning of life. What is literary criticism? It is the analysis and interpretation of literature. What is structuralism? A theory that studies literature through underlying structures like language and narrative. What is post structuralism? A theory that argues meaning in literature is uncertain and changes based on interpretation. What is feminist literary criticism? It examines literature from a feminist perspective, focusing on gender role and women's representation. What is psychoanalytic criticism? It analyzes literature based on Freudian psychology, focusing on the unconscious mind. What is Marxist criticism? It studies literature based on class struggle, economy, and power dynamics. What is post colonial criticism? It examines literature from colonialized nations focusing on power, identity, and culture. What is literature? Literature is written works like poems, stories, plays, and novels that express human emotions and ideas. What are the main genre of literature? The main genre of literature are poetry, drama fictions, and non-fictions. What is the difference between fiction and non-fictions? Fiction is imaginary, while non-fiction is based on facts. What is the theme of a literary work? The central idea or message of a text. What is symbolism in literature? When an object or action represents a deeper meaning. Example, a rose symbolizes love. Why is Shakespeare important? He wrote 39 plays and 154 sonnets, shaping English literature and drama. What is the theme of Hamlet? The theme of Hamlet is revenge, madness, and uncertainty. What is Macbeth about? Macbeth about is ambitions, fate, and guilt. What is the famous line from Julius Caesar? The famous line from Julius Caesar is "Eat to brute." What is the theme of The Merchant of Venice? The theme of The Merchant of Venice is justice, mercy, and prejudice.